Namatov, how are you?
I'm
Is this
okay,
your
how
first
are you?
time? Is this your first time?
I already said it's the second.
No, I didn't hear you now.
You
Huh?
asked, and I said it's the second. I did it in December.
What were the hardships? What
That
happened?
was the one.
Question one. Where were you reading from? Were you with me?
I was
Hmm?
on and off. On and off.
Yeah, because I don't remember. Namatov is supposed to be my sister. I don't remember seeing you anywhere. Hmm? Hmm? Hey, Sylvia, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Namatov was still sharing. Informally, we haven't started as yet. Okay. Namatov, are you done? Question one was a bit hard, right?
Yeah,
It got you off guard, right?
very.
Had you done some practice?
Not at all. Okay, I only
Mm,
did one number, and that was it. One
okay.
past paper number.
So we need to do more questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sylvia, how are you? Said we are starting at 6:10, eh? Sylvia, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
My name is Moses. How are you?
I'm very well, Moses.
Is this your first time?
Yes, please.
How
Um,
was the 11?
I didn't get a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So we are not going to assume anything, right?
Yes.
Ian, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, Mr. Moses. How are you, sir?
I said you're not calling me Mister, you're calling me Moses. Eh?
Sorry, I
Right?
came in a bit late.
Uh-huh. How are you? Is this your first time?
No, I did that with you in 2024.
When they brought in partnerships, right?
Pardon?
When there was a partnership number. Hmm?
I actually didn't do that one.
What did you do?
Honestly, it's
You
been a
don't
bit
remember.
of, yeah,
It's okay.
been long.
But now, why I was asking you guys, we are not going to assume, right? We need to start on a clean slate, right? From the little I've heard from you guys, So my class, we are not going to assume anything. We are going to pretend as if we are seeing these things for the first time. Is any one of you in tax practice? Hello? Adult education. Is any one of you in tax practice?
I, I'm not.
Who is in tax practice? Feel free. Guys, feel free, Bambi. Namatova in tax practice?
But I want to do that course called over CTA after this.
But are you in tax practice? Yes, I know.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, I can't hear you.
No.
Okay. Ian, are you in tax practice?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Then what of Ellie? Ellie, are you in tax practice?
Partially.
Partially.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You see what I'm talking about? So we are not assuming anything, right? We need to get these principles right. Have you heard anything about taxation? You can even put something in the chats if you want. It's open. Okay? said at 16. So can we start now? Can we start now?
Yes,
Since
we
there's
can.
since there's a recording, those who will join up will follow the recording. So my name is Moses Chaze. I'm into tax practice, and now I also do tax training. Okay. If I'm not teaching at MAT, I teach at URA, income tax, and I've been working in URA since 09. Okay, up to date. So if I'm not at URA, I'm at MAT, right? So I've been teaching for the past 2 years, but there are certain things that I'm going to share that I've observed. Okay, that's why I'm saying we're not going to assume anything. Okay, we are not going to assume anything. We are going to start from a clean slate. Please, if you've done this paper before, please remove that from your head. And now we start afresh, because that's one of the reasons some people, when they fail first time, they don't come back to class. Then they assume that they will use what they know to sit. Then you find them again failing. So now I implore you, please, let's start on a clean slate and move this journey together, okay? And the first half of the year, they give us few months. We have to go through the syllabus up to May, okay? So imagine it's January, we are going to do January, Feb, March. Then March will be done with classes. April we do revision, and then May you do your what? You do your paper. So guys, please join, be in class either online or you'll be in class either online or physical, right? Are you seeing what I'm displaying there?
Yes, we can see.
You can see orientation, right? And it is
Yes.
for the May 2026 sitting and attempt. As I said, my name is Moses Chaze, and please, I don't want anyone to call me sir. I'll give you my number, just call me Moses. Okay? Been training at MAT and URA for the past, yes, why I said 4 years, I started earlier in URA, but MAT it is 2 years, right? Why taxation? As I told you, I'm in my 17th year of practicing tax, and I'm passionate about it. But when I'm teaching, I'm also learning from you guys. And another thing, you guys help me also keep up to speed with whatever is happening. So informally, I'd asked you people, those who have attempted 17 for the first time, and from what I got, I'm saying we are all starting on a clean slate. So, paper 17, advanced taxation. This is level 3, right? And I'm quite sure this is to the tail end of the course, right? So how do we get to that? We need to work together. I am saying it. We need to work together so that we go through this journey, right? And I liked what the other guys did of last sitting. We'll create a smaller, group where we discuss, right? Because we need to discuss and you guys gain confidence. Because when we discuss, and I'll be part of that, that's when we gain confidence and you go for the paper and you're confident, you do things that you're seeing. Okay? How is the exam structured? The exam is a 3-hour paper having section A and section B. Section A is compulsory. So most of our effort will be in section A question 1 number so that we achieve the 50 marks. Then section B, there are 3 questions, each is 25, which is, if I say 25, it's a misrepresentation, right? There are 3 questions, but you attempt 2 and each has 25 marks. So that the 2 questions you attempt in section 2 add up to 50 and they make the 100%. So the paper is out of 100. 1 compulsory question and 2 numbers in section B. What is the course content? How does the course look like? At this juncture, do you have anything to say? Or am I moving very fast? Please let me know. From whatever I've said, do you have questions? Feel free, as I said, feel free to ask up to that particular point. Do you have any questions? Kevin?
I'm good.
You're good?
Good.
Yes, Ismail, how are you? Eli, how are you?
Sir,
Okay.
Miss,
I need
I mean, Moses,
Yes, yes, Kevin.
what advice would you give to someone who was exempted from doing paper 11 and then they only did, they came without doing paper 11?
Kevin, remember I've been saying we are going to start on a clean slate, right? We are going to assume we are all at 0. Okay, so don't think because you didn't do paper 11, Moses is going to come and rush through everything. No, we are starting afresh, right? Kevin, we are starting afresh. You're not going to be disadvantaged because you didn't do paper 11. Kevin, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
We are starting afresh. Tax is complex, right? Okay. Any
Yes.
other suggestion? Any other suggestion? I'm not going to do any assumption. Yes, Maganda.
Can someone pass this paper if you have not maximized question 1?
50 marks. Maximizing is what? 25 and above?
Okay, maybe let me state it like this. What is the minimum which is required from a student to pass this paper in question 1?
Maganda, that means if you get a 25 in question 1, then you add on to the other, right?
Yes.
But you imagine you've gotten 40 in question 1. You'll be looking for 10 because the cutoff is 50.
Yes.
So question, you need to score as minimum as possible. Okay? And if you see what I'm going to present, the way the chapters are structured, they are starting with question 1 pointers, right?
Yeah.
We do them when you guys are still fresh and panicking, and we master everything. Okay, Maganda?
Yes.
And another thing we do not spot here. Professional courses you don't spot. Okay?
Yeah.
We do everything. Last sitting, there was no employment, but we didn't know. You get to a paper, there is no employment income. So you say, I'm going to do question 1. Maganda, you can mute and just listen to me. You do question 1, then you say my other question will be employment. There was no employment income. So we do not spot. We try our level best to maximize all chapters. Then for you just be spoiled for choice. Okay? I haven't heard from Ismail. Ismail, can you say something? You came in when other people had introduced themselves. Ismail? Naminya. Ismail Naminya, please say something.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ismail.
Yes, introducing myself. I'm by the names of Fanjan Ismail Nani. I think that's it.
Is this your first time
Yes,
doing
it's
paper
my first
17?
time.
It's your
Yes,
first
it's
time
my
doing
first time.
paper 11?
Yes, I did.
When did you do paper 11?
Last year in August.
In August.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you're welcome, Isma. Alice, how are you?
Thank you.
Alice, how are you? Alex? Alice? Alice,
Okay,
how
how are
are
you?
you? You okay? Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
Have you done paper 11?
Pardon?
Did you do paper 11? Not yet, okay? Okay, no worries. Nakazi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Moses, eh? Moses, not sir, okay? Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
Come again?
Yes, it is. It's my first time.
Okay, no worries, eh? Siraji, how are you? Siraji, how are you? Okay, Siraji is not there as yet. Let's continue. So we are going to look at our course content, okay? And our course content is made up of 15 chapters. And this is where I told you guys, look at how these things are arranged, okay? And you just think about question 1. Chapter 1, when we start school, when we start class next weekend, it is business income of corporate bodies, okay? Now, the English, they say if you're looking at a company, we talk about corporate tax or corporation tax. So our chapter 1 will be business income of corporate bodies. Now, we have to also define what is business income. Okay? And how do we determine business income? So I'm sure by the end of that class, this chapter will be done. We are going to look through business income, badges of trade. How do we determine that this is income sourced in Uganda or abroad? All that will be covered under chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be business income of an individual. Okay, there's business income of a corporate body and business income of an individual. For an individual, there's a year they brought a question, meaning section B, where you're supposed to determine the chargeable income of an individual. Now, the difference here between corporate and individual is you use individual rates. Now, in class, I'll stress that they can bring you question 1 structured as if it is Moses Chaze, okay? But the workings are similar to a corporate. But when it comes to tax computation, you use the individual rates, which are donated as payee rates. So I will stress that as much as I can. Then chapter 3 will be partnerships. Partnerships is a very tricky question, okay? Because even when you look for material, you don't find material for partnerships. But again, if you look at May 2025, there was a question on partnerships. And remember, I told you here, we're not going to spot. We have to cover each and everything. Okay, now people who are not so comfortable with partnerships, I'm sure that sitting was not well what? Done. So here we will do partnerships in totality. Chapter 4 will be employment income. Who is an employee? Who is an employer? Okay. Going to look at employment income and how do we compute tax if someone is into employment. What's the difference between contract of service and contract for service? Okay. Contract of and contract for. In your own scenario, who can tell me what is employment? All those things we need to appreciate them. How do you know that this one is an employee and not a subcontractor? Okay. Then chapter 5, we'll look at capital gains. And if I may ask, what is a capital gain? Anyone? Do we have a capital gains tax regime in Uganda? Okay. You may not be in position to answer that right now, but just know we look at capital gains because the gain we get is taken as income and then subjected to tax as well. We move taxation of group companies. If they give you Mera group of companies, how do you tax Mera group of companies? If they say MTN group of companies, how is that taxed? And how do you know that this is a group? We'll define that as per taxation so that you appreciate. Okay? Then chapter 7, withholding tax, incidences of withholding tax, what items are liable to be charged withholding tax. And then we shall move to VAT. VAT is also a key question in section B. And if you have done enough numbers, it is a very easy question to attempt, right? At that particular juncture, do we have questions? Feel free, guys. Feel free to ask. Don't shy away. Do you have any questions? Do you have questions? Hello?
No, we don't have questions.
No.
No, you can ask anything. I'm just giving it a pause. I'm saying passes. Passes, how are you? Do you have questions? Maganda, Slivia, Lloyd, anything? Siraj, I haven't heard from you. Can unmute and say something at that particular juncture. Do you have any concerns? Siraj, do you have any concerns? Can we proceed?
Yes, please.
What would be the difference between the employment income that was computed in paper 11 and that we compute in advanced taxation?
Thank you, Alice. There is no difference. Okay, there is no difference, but it is just the number for paper 17 is modified a bit. Okay, paper 11 is for beginners, right? Paper 17, you're trying to master taxation. Okay, but the section is the same, but how they set the question matters, right? Alice, is that something?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I had a question here. Are we required to refer to tax laws while answering these questions? If you don't have it in your head, please don't quote any tax law, okay? And remember last year, there was a realignment of the sections of the tax laws. So when I'm teaching, I'm going to stress that there was a realignment, okay? So if you're reading the old act, you may quote a section which implies something different, okay? And for me, I get this from the lawyers. They say good lawyer is not the one who has crammed, is one who knows where to find the law. Yes, I can teach you capital deductions and you're not able to tell me it is section 27, section 28, but you've mastered the treatment of the capital deductions, okay? Can we proceed? I was still on VAT. We're going to look at VAT. We're going to look at VAT. We're going to look at VAT, value added tax, and I'm sure in your day-to-day life, you interact with things that are vatable. You buy mineral water, it is vatable, right? In VAT, you find it is funny. Some people go and buy firewood. So if they bring for a question asking about firewood, is firewood vatable? Is charcoal vatable? We are going to appreciate all those things. And you also see that in your day-to-day life, you're buying things that are vatable, but you do not know. And when I'm teaching, I normally give an example of their vendors at Cairo Bank. You can go to Cairo Bank and you buy a calculator, and that vendor will not charge you VAT. But if you enter Aristoc and you buy the same calculator, Aristoc charge you VAT. So why is it that you're buying the same item, but one person has not charged you VAT, yet the other one has charged you VAT? We are going to appreciate all those things, okay? Chapter 9 will be offenses and penalties. Then we shall look at objections and appeals, okay? Here there's a modification, there is ADR now. Then we shall slightly look at international tax. Then the tax avoidance rules. You need to appreciate tax evasion and avoidance. Avoidance is legal, evasion is not legal. Then chapter 13, we shall look at taxation of petroleum operation. Then we do tax planning, excise duty. Excise duty is key because it goes hand in hand with VAT. Now, in the paper of December 2025, there was a computation of VAT when the item had excise duty in it. So how do you compute VAT when something attracts excise duty? Then lastly, last but not least, we shall look at customs management and procedures. But as I said, the May sitting, we are limited by time, okay? So I implore you guys, if you're joining MAT, please attend class, either online or physical, because the time is limited and we have a lot to cover. At that particular juncture, do we have questions? Do you have questions, please? Sorry, I can be, maybe I've gone very fast, but if you have anything to say, please shoot. And we discuss from whatever I've shared so far. Nantege, how are you? And Persis, how are you people?
We are very well. I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Chazi.
Moses, not Mr. Okay?
Moses.
Moses. Persis, how are you? Persis. So what are your takeaways from whatever I've presented so far? The course content or the course outline? What are your takeaways? Yes? Hello? What are your takeaways? Feel free, guys. Feel free. That's why I'm telling you, call me Moses. Eh? Feel free. Hmm? Yes? Yes, Nakanyike. Yes, Kanyike.
My takeaway is that we shall look at the different tax heads. That's one. And that there's little time. So even just hearing that, just looking at the course outline is a bit overwhelming, but we shall manage. That's my actual takeaway.
Yes, I'll manage, please. And please attend class, either physical or online, okay? Me, I'm pledging to you, I'll be there, okay? But now you guys, okay? Any other observation? Maganda? Ian? Any observation so far? Ian, do you have any observation? James? James? Hello? Sylvia, any observation? We are starting next week on Sunday. Okay? That's our first class. Sunday. Ian has no question. Okay? Let's proceed. Okay? As I said, all this has to be handled by 29th of March as per the timetable. And it is broken down. There are 16 lessons, and that is 52 hours. And then after those 16 lessons, we'll have revision classes. There will be 4, and those will be 13 hours. Okay? So at least you can see, we need to swing into action. Sorry about that. So from whatever I've talked about, these are the laws that we are going to be interested in, or the tax types that we are going to be interested in. We are going to be interested in the Income Tax Act, Cap 338. Now in a book you may find 340, but I told you the revision, it is Income Tax Act, Cap 338. There was a realignment of the sections, and I pledge I'll give you the new sections, but please do not quote a section where you're not certain, because if you talk about something and you quote a different section, you distort the entire thinking. Okay, we shall look at the value added tax, and it is chapter 344 of the laws of Uganda. When I say cap, I'm saying chapter, okay? Then we shall also make use of the Excise Duty Act, which is cap 335, and the Tax Procedure Code Act, which is chapter 343. And lastly, for customs, we shall be referring to the East African Customs Management Act. Now, look at this statistic. As per the December 2025 sitting, the number of students that attempted P17 was 283 students. However, 143 students passed, and the average score was 50.5. But this was up from 38% of the May 2025 sitting. What do you get from that? Have you looked at that statistic? Have you looked at that statistic, guys? The number of students that attempted P17 was 283, and 148% of them passed, with an average of 5. However, there was an improvement by around 12% as compared to the May 2025 sitting. What do you deduce from that? Anyone? Anyone?
Yeah, there is an improved performance.
There is an improved performance, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can we assume May 2026 it will be 60% or 70%? Hmm?
Yeah, yes, we press so.
Ian is saying the paper was simpler. Why are you saying right?
They may tighten it.
Eh?
They may
Please.
tighten the paper.
No way. No way. Remember, I told you we will need to gain confidence so that by the time of the paper, you just go and attack, right? There is something that happened. Now, this is real life. Eh? Guys, listen. Matt introduced the mock sitting, right? So we set mock, and some people didn't attend, right? Now, in that mock, I set a question on permanent establishments. Eh? Me, I don't set CPA, but I set my mock. I got a question on permanent establishments. Now, people didn't do the mock. Now, when they got to the paper, there was permanent establishment. Eh? So whose fault was that? Eh? Guys, if you're in that, what would you have done? I set for you permanent establishment, you didn't do my paper. Hmm? Eh? What do you think? Question 4 of the December sitting. They're saying required. Listen to this, guys. Advise the company on whether the activities of a branch constitute a permanent establishment under the Income Tax Act, explaining how the chargeable income of a permanent establishment is determined. And how many marks? 11 marks. And in my mock sitting, I asked people about a permanent establishment. So, my good members, when we set mock, please come and do it. Don't worry. You're testing yourself. Okay? Am I on the right track or not? Now, imagine these are 11 marks. And from what someone asked, if you had scored 50, 40 marks in question 1, and there is part A of a question in section B having a whopping 11 marks, would you be crying? Eh? Please talk to me. Would you be crying? In my mock, there was permanent establishment. And even in the final, they were asking you how chargeable income of a permanent establishment is determined. Huh? Guys. Hello? Namatov, you're quiet. What is your opinion? What is your opinion? Huh?
We have to attempt that mock.
Please attempt that mock and you gauge where you are. Okay? And this time I'm going to set it early enough. Okay? We do it, we go through it, and then we see where we can improve. Okay? Kevin, what's your opinion? Would you have failed to get those 11 marks? Permanent establishment.
If I had done that test, I would have maybe passed, because now with this average score of 50.5, it means even 2 marks could have saved someone.
You seeing? And you see, I told you about the realignment of the sections. In the current act, we don't have branch taxation. We have permanent establishment. And I talked about it. And if you've read permanent establishment taxation, this number 4, you wouldn't have failed it. It's branch taxation is the easiest. Okay? But people were not confident enough to do the mock exam. Right? I gave you the things, put them there. Right? So guys, when they say we have mock this weekend, please come, don't worry, sit, do. We're not going to publish your results. We shall just share with you. Okay? And then you check yourself. Okay? You check yourself as any other person. Say, you know what, question 1, Moses, I'm not yet comfortable. I don't know how to compute capital deductions. And guys, I can assure you, when we go through capital deductions, I would not expect anyone to panic on any capital deduction question, okay? Because it has a very big impact on question 1, right? Okay, so can we proceed? Can we proceed? Can we proceed? I need someone to say yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so what do I expect from you in case you come and you enroll with MATs? I want you guys to attend lectures, and attending can be physical or online. Okay, when you pay up your tuition fees, you get a study pack and you get a copy. The copy of the question bank, I don't think that is also part of the tuition, right? But there's a gentleman who does that, who compiles past paper questions. So you need to also have a question bank, okay? So that when we start doing numbers, you have your past papers. Then I implore you guys, be active. Don't keep quiet. If something is not clear, please let me know. Me, I'll create time, even if it is not paid time, and we go through something second time. Okay? Because our goal is to go through this particular hurdle of paper 17. Next, you have to attempt. This one I'm begging, I'm even kneeling down, guys. You need to attempt my mock exam. Okay? You need to attend my mock exam. So, what do you guys expect from me? Let me not even share. What do you guys expect from me? I want to write it down and it is being recorded. Yeah? So you're 12, so you can start shooting. Maganda, what do you expect from me? Maganda, what do you expect from Moses? Abba, what do you expect from Moses? Kevin,
A mock
Livia,
exam.
Lon. Abba says mock exam, right?
Even a copy of the act.
Soft copy maybe, right? I don't have a hard copy, right? Soft copy.
Yes, soft
Any
copy.
other? That I'll share, no problem.
Completing
Rose
the
is saying
syllabus in time.
completing the syllabus in time. What does that call for?
No chopping classes.
Ian wants to pass first attempt. Okay. So what do you expect from me? Rose is saying guidance on theory question. Okay. Who else? Xavier, what do you expect from Moses? Francis, when you pay up, the book is already there. The study pack is already available at Match. If you've paid, you just pick the book. Sylvia, what do you expect from me? And Lloyd. Sylvia says availability. That one is a certain. That one is that is with certainty. I will be there. Okay. Who else? Lloyd, what do you expect from Moses?
Also
Hello.
helping us with the questions that we ask. Like if we send you some questions, please always be available to answer. Maybe on WhatsApp or in the group or in books.
Who else? Lloyd, you haven't said something. You haven't said anything. What do you expect from Moses? And Persis? And what do you expect from Moses? Can even put it in the chats, right? Can type. If you can't say something, please type. Hmm? Timekeeping. Namato, what do you mean timekeeping?
Not making us sit and wait for like an hour without you appearing for class.
Wow, that is no. I rather get onto a border. Okay. Who else?
Maybe just to add on to what you said with the time, like that the lectures will start on time and end at the appointed time. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. So can I go back to what I have? Let me go back. Okay. For me, this is what I thought about you guys. Someone has said time, and I've said availability at all or most of the time. Then starting from 0, okay? Then mock setting and marking. Me, that's what I'd thought about. Now you've added availability, which is there, completing the syllabus on time. Okay? Syllabus on time. Okay? Then soft copy of the act. Let's say the act or compendium. Not so. Any other guidance on theory questions? So Q&A now. At least that is recorded. Q&A. Do you have any questions? Takeaways? What you want me to talk about that I haven't talked about? I'm here. Have I done justice? Are you comfortable with the course outline? Have I missed out anything? If there's anything I've missed out that you haven't heard from me, please shoot. Okay? I'm here. The floor is now yours. I'm also going to listen. Okay? So, my people, the floor is yours. Please ask me, or please say, Moses, we want you to add this onto that. There is no problem. Hey, another thing I'd forgotten. Sorry. When you look at the CPA report, the examiners made an observation and they said many students do not attend engagement activities which are organized to help them prepare better for. Now, this is not Moses. This is an observation from the examiner. Many students do not attend engagement activities which are organized to help them prepare better for exams. Now that's the feedback we got. So the floor is now yours. Please shoot. Feel free guys. Anyone?
How is the paper examined? What is in question A and section A and what is in section B?
What is in section A and what is in section B? Kevin.
Yeah, how is it examined?
Kevin, did you miss this part here? Huh? The paper has two sections, A and B. Section A has one compulsory question and it is 50 marks. They can pick anything from whatever I've talked about and they put it in that one question. It can have business income, deductions, capital deductions, interest capping, withholding tax. Okay? That question one is like the entire syllabus, right? Then section B, they can bring for you employment income, a question on employment income. They can bring for you a question on partnerships. They bring a VAT question. They bring a petroleum question or a customs question. And you select two. Okay? You don't do three, you select two. You select two. There are normally 3 questions and you attempt only 2. Right? So please mark that. Question 1 is a compulsory question, 50 marks. It's mainly income tax, but with so many tricks. Then section B, there are 3 questions, but you only attempt 2. So there can be employment, VAT, customs, and you attempt only 2. It can be a partnership question, a VAT question, and customs, and you attempt only 2, right? Kevin, have I done justice to your question?
Yes, you are.
Okay, any other? Any other question?
Hello, Moses.
Yes, Livia, you're a bit
Uh,
faint.
You have outlined it well.
Mm.
The outline is okay, but my question is still on the time. Yeah, what time on Sunday?
On Sunday, let me flash this, okay? Let me share the timetable that I was given.
Okay.
Just a minute. I need to. So let me just flash that. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? Sylvia, are you seeing what I'm displaying? Hello, Sylvia.
Hello. Yes, Moses.
Are you seeing 25th from 2 to
Okay.
5?
Oh, I have seen it.
Yes.
So
Okay.
the time is standard.
No, sometimes it alternates, right? You can just follow it. During the week, we start from 6 to 9. But if it's a public holiday, it can be either 9:30 to midday or 2 to 5. Okay? So it depends. Okay?
Okay.
This is a timetable. I'm sure they'll give it to you at MAT as well. So may I follow this? Most times I'm number 1 in class. Most times, okay?
All right. Shall wait.
Okay.
Shall
Any other
wait for
question?
it. Huh? Okay.
That's
Thank you.
fine. Any other question? Hello. Anne, how are you? Do you have a question? Charles Wafula, do you have any questions for us? Charles Wafula, do you have any question? Do you have any takeaways from what I've presented? Ankunda Adera, do you have anything for me? Ankunda, Charles, and Anne, I haven't heard from you guys. How are you? Welcome to this webinar. That's how I look like. By the way, I'm Haji. So if you don't call me Moses, you can say Haji, okay?
Moses, good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes, Charles Wafula, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you? Sorry, I joined in a bit late.
Yes.
I joined a bit late, but I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm also glad you're here. You're going to get a recording, Charles, because I started at 6:10.
6:10, okay.
Now,
Yeah.
taken people through what we are going to do. So, Charles, what do you expect from me?
The best I expect is to pass this paper. First attempt. I don't know that it will be possible.
You have hope now, way. Why are you saying it's not possible?
I wish it can be possible. You would
You
have
have
fulfilled
hope,
Yeah, I have hope.
You have hope, okay? But we have said, guys, attendance online or physical. Let it be a must. And my mock, please attempt it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And Ankunda, say something. So guys, we meet on the 25th. Is it okay?
Yes.
Are you comfortable now? Have you seen what we have before us?
Yes,
Okay,
we
sir.
are.
Another thing I've left out, before you guys go off, sometimes I'll be referring you to decided cases. Remember, in taxation, most of the sections are solidified with a decided case. So if there's any Uganda decided case, I will share with you guys, okay? So that we appreciate a particular provision more, okay? Because when we tell people about interest capping, some people switch off, okay? But if I read to you a case on interest capping, you believe what I'm saying, all right? And another thing I implore you guys, please, 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 please feel free. You have paid your money, you need to get a return in the same margin. You have paid your money, we don't want us to be guys who donate to CPA. Let's pay, pass. Let us not pay, fail. Again, we pay. Okay? When you fail, you're donating. Let us not be someone who is donating. Let us just pass and pass and pass. Is that something that you are looking forward to?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we do not want to donate money. Okay? Does anyone have anything? Otherwise, I'm closing off the webinar. That's all I had for you guys. Okay?
I wanted to ask something.
Please, 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 Alice, feel
Yes.
free. Feel free.
Is it possible for someone to get your study pack for advanced taxation even when they're not studying at MAT?
Now, for me, I hand over everything to Matt. Okay? So it is Matt that decides that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anything
Thank you.
more? Welcome, Alice. Anything more? Maganda is lost. I don't know where he disappeared to. Shafik Seguya, you just joined. How are you? Maganda, we are waiting. Maganda, what are you saying?
My question, I would say.
Now you've been.
Okay. I do believe you understand this paper and then its dynamics. To your understanding, what could you think would be the main cause why it is still hard for the pass rate to hit above the percentages of 50s and 60s?
Yeah, now for starters, remember what the examiner said here. Students do not attend engagement activities. That is one weakness. Another thing I realized, I've been having students who think that they will sit and do questions from 2020 to date. Okay? Before you attempt a question, have you mastered the principle? Okay? Because if the principle is in your head, please, then you can do any question. But there are students who want to do a question before reading, or you do a question looking at the solution. Okay? Now that one doesn't test your mind. Okay? Read, attempt. Then when you go through, you master. Don't attempt, then solution. You don't plan. Read the topic, business income, employment income, and do a number on employment income. And then you look through what was the examiner looking out for by marking yourself. Are we together, guys? Read, attempt, mark yourself. Not attempt, then you mark when you have not yet grasped the principle. Okay, it is very key. Those who do self-study, they think they'll just get past papers and then scribble. Things change. Another thing I discovered last year, and good enough I brought it to the students then, okay? They can set for you a paper of, say, May 2025. But question 1, it is for their ended 30th June 2022 or 2023. They want you to refer to the rules that were applicable at the time. Okay? So that one I will emphasize it in class. It can be a sitting of 2026 and the question is for the year ended 2024. What was ruling at that time? Not now. Now, when you practice questions of 2020, you'll see there is initial allowance. And then you practice 2023, there is no initial allowance. You say, why didn't they? And you get confused. So you need to appreciate, was there initial allowance in 2023? Should I apply it? Was there initial allowance in 2020? Should I apply it? Now that's where those are some of the small mistakes that people do. And you can only get that explanation when you attend class. If you don't attend class, you'll never get that. Or you just be doing numbers. You don't know what was the rationale of not computing initial allowance. You don't know. Okay, guys? I emphasize, please and please attend. Me, I don't mind online, physical, but attend. Okay? So that there are certain small things that we clear. There is a gentleman who came in for revision, but he told me when you attend, there are certain things you add on to what you know. Okay? Then another mistake, the people who come in April. They come in April. Mark, you guys who have been with you from January. This one comes in April. Okay? And he wants to master everything that you've handled from January to April in 1 month, which is practically impossible. That means you'll be sleeping in what? Books. So we still have enough time. Let us utilize this time. Don't wait for the other minute and then you start panicking. Eddie, is it something?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other question? Any other question? Rose, do you have anything to say, or we call it a day? Rose, then Namatovu and Lloyd, can we call it a day? Can you guys call it a day?
Okay, let's call it a day. Thank you so much, Moses.
Yes, my name is Haji Moses Chaze. If that one is hard for
Haji?
you, just yes.
Hey.
Haji Moses Chaze, yes. So if Moses is hard, call me Haji. If Haji is hard, call me Moses. Lloyd, anything you have for me? Otherwise, thank you guys. We have used exactly 1 hour. Let's meet when classes resume. Okay? And I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in person. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Have a blessed weekend.
Blessed election week.
Ali. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses.
Welcome.
Thank you, Moses.
Come, Abel. Even Kutesa was here. Kutesa, I haven't heard from you. Kutesa. Kutesa. Lloyd. Kutesa, have you said anything today? Ivan. Ivan. Okay. Have a lovely weekend. Wish all the best.